The music industry loves Love Triangle, and so does the public. But why are they so compelling? Love triangles bring high stakes emotional conflict, drawing fans into the narrative. The drama naturally generates media attention, keeping artists in the spotlight and often boosts their careers. On top of that, these stories resonate because they reflect the complexities of real life relationships, making them relatable to a wide audience because we can all relate to the fact that men ain't shit. Beyond the headlines, love triangles often inspire powerful music. Artists channel their personal experiences into songs that connect deeply with listeners, turning personal turmoil into hits. And sometimes these situations are even leveraged to craft or enhance an artist's public image, adding layers to their persona. And we have seen love triangles happen a lot in the past and they will still happen a lot in the future. So some examples of love triangles, there's Selena Gomez, Nick Jonas, and Miley Cyrus. Again, Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, and Hailey Bieber. Taylor Swift, Harry Styles, and Kendall Jenner, and Olivia Rodrigo, Joshua Bassett, and Sabrina Carpenter. And famously, the song Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo represents well how great love triangles is for the music industry because Driver's License was fucking everywhere. So bonjour hi my loves, I hope you're doing well, I hope you're doing fine. So in today's episode, I've decided to talk about the most recent pop culture love triangle that involves Sabrina Carpenter, again, Shawn Mendes, and Camila Cabello. So grab a snack, grab a drink, your espresso, and let's start with Camila and Shawn's lore. So I've already explained a little bit of Camila's and Shawn's lore on my episode where I talked about Camila's recent album CXOXO. I think my video was called Do I Love It, Camila Cabello? And I explained a little bit of the lore, but in case you haven't watched, she began dating Shawn Mendes in July 2019. And their relationship caused controversy at first because they were accused of attempting a fake relationship only for publicity because when they confirmed that they were dating, they previously just released their song Senorita, a song that they've made together, and in the music video they're portraying love interest. So at first nobody really believed them and they just called that it was like a PR stunt. And later on, Shawn Mendes released a documentary called In Wonder on Netflix, and he reveals that every song in his discography he's ever written is about her. My songs come on the radio or something, and I'm like, everything's about you. They have always been about you. She goes, Camila, what do you mean? And Shawn says, they're all about you, like every song I've ever wrote. First of all, I want a man like that. Second of all, every song that Shawn Mendes has released, and when he said that, he was like promoting in the documentary was about his fourth studio album. 4 albums! Minimum 10 songs each. All of 40 songs and plus are about Camila Cabello and his love for this woman. You see how much this man loves Cabello. But unfortunately, in February 2023, it was announced that the two had broken up. So, if I remember correctly, when they started dating, a couple months later on, it was during, happened, not a couple months, a couple months later on, it was the pandemic, so everything was shut down and they had to stay in their houses. And I remember, I think it was Shawn, when they broke up, he said in an interview that the reason why they broke up is because they were moving on, the relationship, because of the COVID, and they're like, only like seeing each other like all day, every day, 24/7, that the relationship was like getting more serious really fast, and he wasn't really necessarily ready for that. So that's basically, supposedly, allegedly, why they broke up. in the first time. Now comes in Shawn and Sabrina's timeline. And honestly, everything that you need to know, and I will later on even add on like the music proof, like all of their songs that they're talking about, like Camila, Shawn, Sabrina, and like some side info too. So be fucking ready again. On December 2022, Sabrina comments on Shawn's IG picture, subtly flirting, you know. I'm gonna show you the picture. It's basically... I couldn't find the comments. Probably because she deleted all of them. But I was watching a YouTube video where the guy was debunking the whole stuff. And it's basically, for the audio listeners, it's basically Shawn getting out of water, but he seems to be in Canada because there's snow. Like, he just took a cold bath, but literally, like, in a lake. And his caption is Merry Christmas. And Sabrina comments, was it cold though? I know it's not really flirting, but, like, you know her humor. And I feel like when someone starts to, like, joke like with you a little bit like that, it's like it can be considered as a flirt, and even more when they're celebrities, because they know how the fans will react. They are so aware of that. So they are / probably were dating like around December 2022, or even earlier than that. Then on February 19th, 2023, relationship rumors kicks off when someone writes into Deux Mois, which Deux Mois is an Instagram account where people could write tips, quote unquote, where it's basically them saying, hey, I've seen this celebrity hanging out with this celebrity. Hey, I've seen this celebrity kissing this other celebrity. So basically like giving some tips. And the Deux Mois, which is basically the name of the Instagram account, will post them on their Instagram account. So someone writes into Deux Mois saying, spotted Shawn Mendes and Sabrina Carpenter on clearly a date at Horses, which is like an LA restaurant, I believe, Thursday night. So Deux Mois asks for more detail, and the tipster says, Sabrina was in a little brown miniskirt and clearly was Shawn's newly shaved head wearing white sweater. They were very comfortable. Okay. So then, on February 27th, 2023, US Weekly posts a picture of Shawn Mendes and Sabrina Carpenter walking around LA. It definitely adds fuel to the rumor fire, but honestly, they could have just been friends at this point. On March 10, 2023, Shawn and Sabrina, are spotted leaving Miley Cyrus's album release party together. They attempt to do the whole thing where one of them walks first and rushes to the car, but come on, we're not idiots. Clearly they are dating, at this point at least. March 12, 2023. Shawn and Sabrina both attend Vanity Fair's Oscars after party, and while they don't pose together on the red carpet, they are spotted chatting in the background of a video, leaning into each other and chatting. And if I remember, I couldn't find the video, but I remember like they were like drinking from the same cup, and they were really close. And oops, the sound was on. And Sabrina was like, she was talking to an interviewer, and 2 times during the interview, which was like pretty short, maybe max 5 minutes, she turned around to look at Shawn. Because, I mean, I would have done the same thing. Because come on, it's still Shawn Mendes, even if he ended up being a bad guy. It's still Shawn Mendes, I guess. Wait, let me try to find the video really quick. Yep, didn't find it. So, but believe me, they were sharing, like, they were drinking from the same cup, and clearly they seem to be dating at this point again. Oh, and interesting, Shawn was wearing a necklace that has Sabrina's birdstone color, which is like she's born on May. So for the month of May, I think it's an emerald, the birdstone. I'm pretty sure it is. The green rock. So Shawn was wearing this necklace where people speculate that it's probably a gift from Sabrina. So that's pretty interesting. March 13, 2023. A source finally confirms that Shawn and Sabrina are in fact dating, telling Entertainment Tonight. Shawn and Sabrina are seeing each other. They have been hanging out a lot and trying to keep things low-key. They were at a birthday party together a couple weeks ago and were cute together. Shawn is happy. The source also confirms that Shawn was not dating his chiropractor, Dr. Jocelyn Miranda, explaining it has never been romantic between them. Okay. Fair. March 17, 2023. Shawn breaks his silence on Sabrina rumors, telling RTL Boulevard, "We are not dating." I mean, okay, but for what it's worth, Shawn... Oh, so that was the journalist, sorry. I was like, what do you mean, okay? But, so he said that. So that's pretty confusing. What happens in the span of 4 days? From March 13 to March 17. And you're probably saying like, oh, but it's just on March 13. You said that it's a source who confirmed. It's not one of them. But I've learned from a woman who is like a content creator. Her name is Shawn Lester. And she used to be a journalist for like 17 years. And she worked for like all the big media outlets. And she interviewed like so many famous people. And she said that when a journal outlet, would like release a statement saying a source, quote unquote, said something, it's basically like whether one of the main characters who said that but wanted to keep like the thing, like he didn't officially wanted to make a statement but he still wanted to like share his opinion, or that's it. So Shawn said like, I mean, I believe Shawn, I think, on that at least. So when someone says a source, it's most of the time like one of the main character that's like being talked about. And she also defends this not only because she used to be a journalist for 17 years, but also like she defends this point by saying like, if like a celebrity was like, if it was always one of their friends, eventually the celebrity will cut this friend out. So anyways, I really believe that. And not only did Shawn said, we are not dating, talking about Sabrina Carpenter and saying like that they're not dating, which my ass, you're not, like that's crazy. But he also said like, can we go back to talk about Tommy Hilfiger? Because back then he was promoting his collaboration with Tommy Hilfiger. And then Coachella, that happens on April 2023. So approximately a month later. Shawn and Camila Cabello are back together. They're seen kissing each other, hugging, dancing together. So just at that point, we're not stupid. We kind of knew, at least I kind of knew, that he probably like he ended his things with Sabrina because Camila was back into his life. And also, little side note, I'm surprised how this love triangle drama-ish is now resurfacing. Well, I understand because Sabrina recently released her album Short and Sweet. If you haven't listened to the album, it's really, really good. Like, honestly, I even like thought about making an episode on her album, but I really had nothing to say, but in a good way, in the sense of like, it was just so good. Except like for the last song, Don't Smile, I really don't like it. I feel like it's not, like, the album was so good and you ended with Don't Smile. Like, I don't know. It's not the concept, and Don't Smile because it's over, cry because it happened. Like, I don't care. Like, not that I don't care, but I think it's kind of cheesy a little bit. But no shade. But I really had nothing bad to say. And even, well, you say that, but I also did a podcast episode just on Brat where I only had good things to say. But I feel like Sabrina, I knew that she would deliver, and she did. So I wasn't like surprised. You know what I mean? But yeah. So I was saying that because I'm a fan of the music of these three singers, which is a hot take slash rare to hear someone say that they love Camila Cabello's songs. So I think it's maybe because of that I have been aware of this tea for a long time, because I'm also following Camila, so I know what was up. And also, I've been a fan of Sabrina for a long time, so when she started like talking about Shawn in her songs, I kind of caught that before she became mainstream, of course. So, like I said, Coachella April 2023, they were back together. And later on the same month, in April, Camila posted on her Instagram a little sneak peek of one of her future songs. And the sneak peek goes, "How come you're so much better? Is this gonna end ever? I guess I'll fuck around and find out. Are you coming to Coachella? If you don't, it's whatever. If you do, honey, it will be all I think about." Clearly referencing her and Shawn like being back together, or like her at least like wanting Shawn back. And when she teased this song, I didn't know what this song will be in the future. I'll explain later. On June 9th, 2023, that's still in the same fucking year, after he breaks off with Sabrina and he starts rekindling with Camila, listen to the lyrics of the song Shawn released called "What the Hell We Are Dying For," and it was a song that he released like shortly after. Remember when the smoke was like all the wildfires in Canada and New York was happening, and it was like an orange haze all around New York and even Canada. So I remember when I first listened to the song, I don't think I listened to the song. I feel like I just saw like the album cover art, and I saw that he was going to like reference the natural catastrophe, and I was like, I don't need Shawn to make, I don't care if Shawn makes a song about like wildfires. And it was so like calculated in the sense like he knows the timing, because there are wildfires right now. He knows people would click and listen to his songs. I don't know. I feel like the marketing of it all, I was like not interested. I was like, it's so bad, I don't care. But then when I did my little research for this video, I was like, hold on a second, this song is actually good. And the lyrics, crazy in the head. Listen. "Locked in my mind, you're all I think about. I want to save us, but I don't know how." Talking about Camila. "If we don't love like we used to, if we don't care like we used to, what the hell are we dying for? If it doesn't cut like it used to, if you're not mine and I'm not yours, what the hell are we dying for? I see it in the news, I see it in your eyes. I tried to let you go, then I choke, I change my mind. Let's face the truth, I'm terrified." So he tries to let go of Camila, but he just cannot. And same thing's is going for the opposite. Camila's trying to let go of Shawn, but it doesn't work. And also, it's so sad-ish, because during this whole love triangle and during me reading the lyrics of each player's songs, it's sad to notice that it's sad for Sabrina, at least, to notice that Sabrina, in some of her lyrics that I will read to you later on, she's talking about Camila, she's talking about Shawn. Same for Camila. In some of her lyrics, she's talking about Shawn, she's talking about Sabrina. But Shawn is never talking about Sabrina. He only talks about Camila, which is like, again, so sad for Sabrina, but like slay for Camila, I guess, because like, yes, they may have been like, if Shawn and Sabrina started like dating. Let's say in December, maybe even earlier, but let's say in December. January, February, and I said beginning of March. So 3 months. Yes, it's a short, quote unquote, relationship, but like, it doesn't mean that you love the person any less, I guess. I don't know. I've never been in a relationship nor in love, so I cannot fully like be a reliable source on that matter. But like, if it what I want to say, if it mattered so much to a person, and you can see that it didn't for the other one, it's like horrible. So I feel Sabrina. Anyways, so Shawn Mendes' songs was on June 9th, What the Hell Are We Dying For? On November 17th, 2023, sorry. So June, July, August, September, October, November. 5 months later, Sabrina Carpenter releases her Christmas EP called Fruitcake. And there's a song on this EP called Cindy Lou Who. Listen to the song. I saw you laughing in his... Sorry, I'm gonna redo that. I saw you laughing in one of his pictures. Bet you'll be the one with his ring on his... I am so sorry. Am I good? Bet you'll be the one with his ring on your finger. Talking about Camila and Shawn. Maybe he met you somewhere in the desert. Desert? Coachella? Hello? While he was soul searching, he found someone better, because Shawn is always saying that he's like meditating and stuff. No shade again, but like, I don't know. Guess you make him happy like I couldn't do. Cindy Lou Who. With your hair so long, lips so red, maybe we met once, I forget. Scrolling 5 years back, I'm obsessed. Because I'll show you a picture. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm still 95% sure that Sabrina was at one point a fan of Camila. Probably when Camila was a part of Fifth Harmony. And I found this picture. I don't know if you see this for those who are watching the visual portion of this podcast, but you can clearly see that Sabrina was really young, and same for Camila, but you see it more on Sabrina. So maybe that's what she's referencing when she says, scrolling 5 years back, I'm obsessed. Breaking my heart 'tis the season, I guess. The snow's gonna fall and the tree's gonna glisten, and I'm gonna puke at the thought of you kissing. The boy who I love is now in love with you. Cindy Lou Who. I told all my friends, they said it can't be true. Cindy Lou Who. That's so sad. I remember when I listened to this song on November, when it got released, I was like, what the hell, Sabrina? She released it during almost during my finals. So I was like, you want my failure, because what the fuck? But it's so sad and such a beautiful song. And the line, I told all my friends, they said it can't be true, because even her friends were like, usually in songs we hear lyrics about friends going on oh, all my friends said I don't know, for example, all my friends, they warned me about you and blah blah blah, but I still went on and blah blah blah. It's always the friends warning the singer about a certain guy or whatever. But in this case, even the friends thought this guy was a great guy, which honestly, the marketing team of Shawn is marketing as fuck, because from the first day that I've been a Shawn Mendes fan, which is in middle school, I've always been sold to the idea that Shawn is such a nice guy, Canadian kindness. He's golden boy. He's a golden retriever guy. Na. So imagine being Sabrina and firmly believing that he's a golden retriever boy. Everyone is saying that, and all her friends are convinced that he is a nice guy. So only it must be a great thing that y'all are seeing each other and being in a relationship with each other. But then him doing her dirty like that? Anyways, crazy. But yeah, Sabrina, I love her. 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 I love Met Gala 2024. So at least we're in this year. On May 6th, Camila Cabello says that she loves the song espresso, and every time she orders a coffee, she says, "Can I have some more espresso?" So at least we can see that, and it's something that I love about this love triangle. It's that at least the women aren't really like beefing with each other, and they both agree ish that the man is shit and the man could have handled the whole thing better. So here's the little TikTok.
Sabrina Carpenter. Yes, and honestly, I have been literally every time I drink a coffee, I'm like, can I have some more me espresso? It can't be anything but a me espresso.
So just for the little proof, and there's also this picture that a paparazzi Getty Image took, and it's such a powerful picture, don't you think? For those who are only the audio listeners, we see Camila and Sabrina both posing for the paparazzi pictures, but they're all on their sides. So, and they're looking at opposite directions, and it's just like such a strong picture. I don't know. It's giving history. And then on the same night during the Met Gala, I think it was during the Met Gala after party, we can see Camila and Sabrina are in a picture together. So wait, I'm gonna zoom a little bit. So at this point, Shawn already broke Sabrina's heart, and Camila already dated-ish Shawn again. So I think it's super sweet, that they're still they handled it seems at least that they handled the situation maturely as adults. And I love that, and not putting women against each other and blaming the man, because they're always the one to be blamed. On June 24th, Camila Cabello releases a song on her album XOXO, a single actually, not a song, Chanel No. 5. The lyrics are crazy. I know what he likes, a cat eye, a black dress. It's just a reminder, I'm seeing desire arise in his eyes. So lucky for them. Cute girl with a sick mind. I know just how to play my cards right. Wrist, spritz, spritz, make him come alive. Chanel No. 5. If I want him, he's all mine. I know just how to fuck with his mind. I want a man who loves me so much that I can say these lyrics confidently with my chest. If I want him, he's all mine. I know just how to fuck with his mind. Crazy in the fucking head! The power that she has over this man? Wow. Then, 5 days later, she releases her album XOXO, and there's a song, the last track of the album, called June Gloom, which references a lot of the love triangle, the little trio that she's in with Shawn and Sabrina. So it goes on she's cool, I heard, won't act surprised, I saw the pictures, referencing the paparazzi pictures of Sabrina and Shawn that were taken together at the Vanity Fair, or them getting out of Miley Cyrus's release, album party release, etc. If she's so amazing, why are you on this side of town? If you like her so much, what are you trying to find out? The next line, I am so sorry for y'all to hear this coming from me. I hate to even have to read this out loud, but I have to for the purpose of this video. Does she get this wet for you, baby? Talk to you in poems and songs, baby. Because the girl that she's talking about is also a singer and is Sabrina Carpenter. Little kiss make your head go hazy. Is it really love if it's not this crazy? Knowing that what he feels towards Sabrina, potentially, isn't as strong or doesn't even come close to what they share together. I don't lie, you're the best, iconic. I know that I haven't, but I hope you top it. And then she says, how come you're just so much better? Is this gonna end ever? I guess I'll fuck around and find out. So if you've been listening to me carefully during this episode, you're probably like, wait, I've heard that before. Because that was the song, June Gloom, that Camila Cabello was teasing back in last year, back in April 2023, after Coachella, when she says, wait a second? How come you're so much better? Is this gonna end ever? I guess I'll fuck around and find out. Are you coming to Coachella? If you don't, it's whatever. If you do, honey, it'll be all I think about. But in the version of June Gloom that she released this year, on June 29th, she changed the lyrics. So instead of being like the whole Coachella line, she says, how come you're just so much better? Is this gonna end ever? I guess I'll fuck around and find out. I know I act like it's whatever, just makes me feel better. The truth is, honey, you're all I think about. Probably because she knew, turns out, her man was at Coachella. And she was living her best life. Dancing and kissing and hugging each other. Like, wow. Is it really wow? I don't know. I'm not a really huge fan of PDA. And then, while I was like searching for the lyrics on Genius, the website, I found that there's supposedly a CXOXO deluxe album that maybe will be released or not. And you know Genius, like the famous, like, every time, like, I know you know Genius. Like, it's, sometimes they would make YouTube videos of like an artist reading or singing his lyrics to his song that's like popping right now, and the artist will say the meaning behind like each line and stuff. So they're a pretty credible source, I want to tell you. So when I found the deluxe, I was like, let me read the songs. Maybe there's some tea for this video. And I am in shock because maybe she'll release the deluxe, maybe not. Anyways, she has a song in the deluxe called Can Friends Kiss, and parenthesis, and give blow jobs, end of parenthesis. That's the title. That's crazy. The lyrics goes, I think it felt pretty good to kiss you. Yes, I'm serious. It's been so long since either of us have been in a relationship. So basically, she was dating the guy, Austin, for a year. They broke up in February 2020. Well, they announced their breakup at least in February 2023, sorry. And because Shawn was potentially dating Sabrina during this time, he later on quickly ended things with Sabrina because he wanted to win back Camila. Crazy. I trust you more than anyone else, and if I'm going to do it with anyone, I want it to be with you. So what do you say? I'ma call you, I'ma hit you your number, I'ma slow wind and make you wonder. Fantasies about you in my head. I know that we shouldn't, but can friends kiss? Touch each other like this? Which is referencing Señorita, when the song that Shawn and Camila did together, when she says, you say we're just friends, but friends don't know the way you taste, la la la. Interesting. Undercover like this, little too close. Better pop that song and my mind is going like this. Teasing on you like this, put it on you like this, blah 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 blah. And then there's a verse that's going like this. I don't like your new girl. She don't know me. When you talk about her, cranky and moody, and this one is on my neck. Yeah, I want it to drip drip on your lips. That's crazy. Fucking crazy. Talking about Sabrina. Like, I don't like your new girl. She don't know me because, yeah, maybe when Sabrina was young, she may have liked Camila, and they may have taken few pictures together, but still, like, they're not friends, close friends, like, they don't know of each other. When you talk about her, Shawn is talking to Camila about Sabrina, saying, oh, she's, like, crazy and, like, really moody and stuff, like, what the fuck? That's crazy! Then, on July 14th, I'm interrupting. Sorry, I forgot to say that I'm really curious if she releases this deluxe version or at least just this song. Because honestly, now is the best time or never. Like, everyone is interested into this love triangle, so Camila should benefit. But also, oof, internet won't be ready. On July 14, 2024, Camila and Shawn sparked reconciliation rumors again following a fan seeing them together watching like a football soccer match, the Copa America final on Sunday, July 14. So the exes were seen sitting and chatting together during the Miami soccer match, but a source tells people they were there coincidentally. So they just happen to buy tickets, and these two tickets have coincidentally been assigned next to each other. Sure. On August 8th, Shawn Mendes releases a song named Why. And in the song, he says, sweating through the sheets, shaking in bed, visions of her naked in my head. Camila. But I went off and chose myself instead. He wasn't ready to commit. Like I said, like during the pandemic and stuff, like the relationship was going on way too fast, then he was ready. And he wasn't ready for that. Thought I was about to be a father. At first, when I heard this lyric, I was like, holy motherfucking fuck. Is he just saying that, like, Camila was expecting and for whether it was her decision or just, like, she lost the baby. Anyways, that he was literally about to be a father. I thought it was that version. I was like, holy fuck. The fact that he probably would have contacted Camila and say, hey, I wrote this song, this is the line, are you comfortable if I release this one? And and she would have said yes. So I was like, maybe that's what it means, like literally he was about to be a father. But then I thought about it a little and I was like, maybe it just means, like I've just said, like the relationship was going too fast and the next step of the relationship was like having a family together. But then he was like, hold on a second, I'm not ready for that. Because he then says, shook me to the core, I'm still a kid. Sometimes I still cry out for my mother because he still needs his mother. And at least that's how I interpret it now. Because I feel like that's just, if it's literally him was literally about to be a father, I feel like even if Camila was comfortable, if it was really the case, I feel like it's a little too vulnerable and just too private to be like said in a song. So I think it was basically him saying that he wasn't just ready to be a dad, like having the next step with her in this relationship. On August 16, 2024, Camila Cabello posts a picture, which the fans thought was pretty interesting. Let me show you the picture. Wait. It's so funny because when I first saw this picture on August 16, I was like, this picture reminds me of something / someone. But I couldn't tell you who, but I don't know. I didn't really think too much about it. Oh, whoops, sorry. Hope I don't get copyrighted. Look at this picture. Come on. For those who don't watch the video portion of this podcast, she's wearing a black dress. She's on a boat wearing a black dress. And on top of the black dress, there's like a white line. And she has, for this new era of Camila, of her music career, she has her hair bleach blonde. And she's pausing like her hand over her head and like pausing, kind of like a model. And tell me why. It is exactly like the album cover, not album cover, sorry, single cover of the song Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. It is the same fucking dress. It is the same hand over her head, the same blonde hair. Where I'm like, Camila, honey, what have you done? What is this? Curious. Interesting? Weird? Is it a coincidence? I don't know. I really don't. And then August 23rd comes along, which is the album release day of Sabrina Carpenter, her album Short and Sweet. And on the same day, there was same day or maybe a couple of days before, there was an interview released by not an interview, sorry, a podcast episode of her and Zane Lowe, who is like a podcaster who always has like big big singers on his podcast, like explaining the meaning of this new album, their songs, this new era that they're in. So Sabrina did the same thing, and she said to Zane Lowe that why she chose this album title, Short and Sweet. She said, I thought about some of these relationships and how some of them were the shortest I've ever had, and they affected me the most. Stop. Because her and Shawn dated like around 3 months, and it's like, at least in the public, the shortest relationship that we are aware of. Because she dated like Griffin Gluck for over a year. She dated Joshua Bassett for over a year. She's dating now, what's his name? Barry Keoghan, but that's after Shawn. So and they're still dating, so we don't know how long it'll last. But Shawn being the shortest relationship, oh, stop. And it affected her the most, stop. And I mean, of course it'll affect you the most, even more when you think the guy is a good guy. Anyways, I'm gonna talk shit about him even more later on. So, the album, like I said, is an absolute smash. And the first song of the album that she also released a music video on the same day of her album release, Taste, feat with Jenna Ortega, playing a part. So, it just happens to be such a fun little coincidence that she chose Jenna Ortega, a brown hair, brown eyes Latina woman who happens to also be of Mexican descent, who also happens to wear a purple dress at one point in the music video, which is really similar to the purple dress Camila Cabello happens to have worn on the 2021 Met Gala, where Shawn said the famous quote, "It's giving Cher," who also happens to cast a man in the music video who plays the romantic interest, looking a little bit like Shawn, and having in the funeral scene when the man is dead, also happens that the year that this man is born, 1998, which is the same year that Shawn is born. Coincidence? Question mark? I think, first of all, the music video was so entertaining. I loved it so much. Jenna Ortega, I will be making an episode about her. I absolutely love her. She's amazing. So in the song Taste, she says, "You're wondering," and no pun intended, I wonder why Camila and Shawn, instead of saying "I think," or like I'm questioning, I have questions, or anything, they always use the word wonder, which may be to reach what I'm about to say, but I'm like, is it like to reference Shawn Mendes' fourth album called Wonder? Because Camila did the same on her song, the unreleased song that I talked to you guys about, when she says, "I'm a slow wine that make you wonder." And then, Taste. "You're wondering why half of his clothes went missing. my body's where they at. Because in some paparazzi pictures that the paparazzi took of Shawn and Sabrina, she was wearing like really oversized hoodies that's like clearly Shawn's. And she was also wearing, wait a second, like I found it. This sweater, which also happens to be Shawn's sweater. And that was during the fruitcake era. So, interesting. Not fruitcake era, sorry. When there were rumors that they were together, Sabrina and Shawn. My body's where they're at. Now I'm gone, but you're still laying next to me, 1 degree of separation. So the 1 degree of separation, it's a reference to the 6 degrees of separation. The theory that all people are 6 or fewer social connections away from each other. So that for example, it says that, for example, me and Bella Hadid, we only have 6 connections away from knowing each other. So saying basically that maybe I have a friend whose cousin, whose sister, whose girlfriend, whose son, daughter knows Bella Hadid. That's basically how it goes. And for her to say 1 degree separation, referencing that the degree separating is Shawn, basically Shawn separating Sabrina from Camila, is so funny. And I love how her approach in this album is so humoristic. I feel like it's so refreshing and relatable and so Sabrina coded. I love it. So, I heard you're back together, and if that's true, you'll just have to taste me when he's kissing you. It's giving Skin. You know the song she released after Driver's License? If you want forever, I bet you do. Just know you'll taste me too. He's funny now. All his jokes hit different. No shade. It's kind of giving me like deja vu, but whatever. And if you don't believe me, here's the lyric of Deja Vu by Olivia Rodrigo, which the concept itself of the song Taste is similar to Deja Vu, but instead of like being about an ex who's seeing a girl who's seeing her ex being in a relationship with a new girl, and she's talking about her ex, in Taste she's talking about the new girl. So that's the difference between, like, the approach is different, but it's a similar structure, may I say. But in Deja Vu, Olivia says, I made the jokes you tell to her. Like, anyways. Guess who you learned that from? Every time you close your eyes and feel his lips, you're feeling mine. And every time you breathe his air, sorry, just know I was already there. You can have him if you like. I've been there, done that once or twice. She's so funny because she's referencing to the love triangle that she was before with Olivia Joshua and herself. I've been there, done that once or twice, being in a love triangle, which is also like, what are the fucking odds? In less than 4 years, you've been in 2 main pop cultures love triangles. I hope that there won't be like third time's the charm. Funny but sad. Sharpest tool. Then she says, I know you're not the sharpest tool in the shed. We had sex, I met your best friends. Then a bird flies by and you forget. Camila being the bird. Once he sees Camila, he forgets everything. I don't hear a word till your guilt creeps in. On a Tuesday, send a soft hey, as if you really don't recall the time. We were going right, then you took a left. Left me with a lot of shit to second guess. Guess I'll waste another year on wondering. 3rd time these both women says the word wonder. Maybe it's a reach. If that was casual, then I'm just an idiot, because they were still 3 months together, which is a short amount of time objectively, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean anything. So maybe she was like, did he treat it, their relationship as just casual? I'm looking for an answer in between the lines. Shawn is a writer. He's a singer. So maybe she's trying to understand him and his view of her in his songs. Lying to yourself if you think we're fine. You're confused and I'm upset, but we never talk about how you found we never talk about how you found God at your ex's house. Shawn and Camila used to live together in Miami during the pandemic. Made sure that your phone was face down. Which in Camila's unreleased song, she says, I'ma call you and I'ma hit your number. Seems like overnight, I'm just the bitch you hate now. In the song Sharpest Tool. Because being with her may have compromised his quote-unquote future rekindling with Camila. Plus, remember when in this same unreleased song by Camila, she says, when you talk about her, cranky and moody. Oh my god, the fact that all these songs, they're all talking about each other, it's mind-blowing to me. In the song Coincidence, the second I put my head on your chest, she knew she's got a real sixth sense, referencing that Camila knew that Shawn was seeing someone else. And in her song, Camila, Chanel No. 5, she says, if I want him, he's all mine. Again, crazy. Now her name comes up once, then it comes up twice. And without her even being here, she's back in your life. He's thinking of her nonstop. That's basically what it means. And also he says in the song, what the hell are we dying for? Locked in my mind, you're all I think about. What the hell are we dying for? And then in Coincidence, she says, now she's in the same damn city on the same damn night, trying to turn the past into the present tense. Basically, he's trying to get back with Camila. Sucking up to all of your mutual friends. So basically, Shawn talking greatly about Camila to the mutual friends that he has with Camila. What a surprise, your phone just died. Your car drove itself from LA to her thighs. Which is a reference to Camila Cabello's song June Gloom that she released on June 29th of this year. If she's so amazing, why are you on this side of town? If you like her so much, what are you trying to find out? Oh my fucking, like, both of these girls know who the guy is. And they know he ain't shit. Which is kind of the theme basically of the whole music video, Taste, with Jenna Ortega, where at the end, they both realize that the man ain't shit, and they both start to, like, talk shit about him and, like, bond over that. Which is kind of iconic. Damn it, she looks kind of like the girl you outgrew. So he basically, probably when he told Sabrina that, oh, he's over Camila and stuff, but then he's back with Camila, the same girl you said that you outgrew and that you're over her. Then, one of my favorite songs of this album, Dumb and Poetic. You're so dumb and poetic. He's dumb and he's a singer. It's just what I fall for. I like the aesthetic. She also fell for another dumb singer, Joshua Bassett. Every self-help book, you've already read it. I guess she loves a man who loves to read self-help books, aka Joshua Bassett, and Shawn, of course, he reads self-help book, but Joshua also, like, he reads self-help book. How do I know this? Because Olivia Rodrigo also said something about self-help books. Let me just wait a couple self-help books. I'ma just give you the lyrics so you know I am not a liar. So in her song, in Olivia's album Sour, the song Enough for You. And I knew how you took your coffee and your favorite songs by heart. I read all your self-help books so you'd think that I was smart. Oh. And let's go back to Dumb and Poetic, and quote unquote, love everyone is your favorite quotation, because, like I said, Shawn's PR team is working overnight, because from the start, we've always known that Shawn is so positive. He loves everyone. He's like such a nice guy. Try to come off like you're soft and well spoken. Jack off to lyrics by Leonard Cohen, which is a singer that Shawn seems to love a lot. He covers often, I think, in tour, or when he did like surprise appearances in other singers' tour. He sung Alleluia by Leonard Cohen, which is quite funny because Shawn's new album that will be released on October of this year, 2024, the album being named Shawn, the last track of the album is called Hallelujah. Interesting. You're so sad, but there's no communication, but baby, you put us in this situation. Save all your breath for your floor meditation. You know, in Cindy Lou Who, the song Sabrina wrote and released on November 17th, 2023, she said, while he was soul searching, he found someone better. And Shawn again is known to meditate and shit. You're so empathetic, you'd make a great wife, and I promise the mushrooms aren't changing your life. Shawn has previously admitted that he had experienced mushrooms. Well, you crashed the car and abandoned the wreckage. Basically, he ruined the relationship and he left her without any answers. Fuck with my head like it's some kind of fetish, and the fact that now he's coming back, playing with her head, and like wondering like why is she so sad and stuff, but there's no fucking communication, and you put us in this situation. You decided to end things and go back to Camila, so like why are you complaining of the state, about the state of us, if you're the one who decided to do these actions and give this as a result? On August 25th, 2024, Camila Cabello posted a TikTok lip-syncing to her song June Gloom. And the timing? Camila knows that she needs some more awareness of her album, and I guess, yes, she's put in a love triangle, but she'll benefit from it. I respect that. And remember the song June Gloom, how it goes? Does she get this wet for you, baby? Talk to you in poems and na crazy. Why are you on this side of town? Wait, I'm gonna read. Where is it? If she's so amazing, why are you on this side of town? If you like her so much, why are you here trying to find out? Crazy. But still, the power that she has over this man, I kind of admire that. Like, I want a man who's so obsessed with me. But like in a healthy way, not like a Joe Goldberg way. So then, on August 29th, on August 28th, Shawn Mendes posts on his story that he's listening to the song I Love You, I'm Sorry by Gracie Abrams with the caption so great and tagging Gracie Abrams. First of all, since when does Shawn post like songs that he's listening to right now? And second of all, for those who aren't fans of Gracie Abrams, crazy because I love this woman so much, I'm gonna read to you the lyrics of this song. Cause that's just the way life goes. I push my luck, it shows. Thankful you don't send someone to kill me. I love you, I'm sorry. You were the best, but you were the worst. As sick as it sounds, I loved you first. I was a dick, it is what it is, a habit to kick, the age-old curse. I tend to laugh whenever I'm sad, stare at the crash, it actually works. Making amends, this shit never ends. I'm wrong again, wrong again. Crazy! So knowing that he never fucking talks about Sabrina in his songs and stuff, I'm like, maybe this is like his way to apologize to like, or like sending like a subtle sign to Sabrina after he like maybe listened to her album and like saw like everyone talking about him and how he like handled the whole situation really poorly. Or maybe it's again about Camila, because maybe that since the last time that they were seen together at this football match in July 14, they haven't been seen together ever since. So maybe like they potentially broke up. So maybe this is like about Camila. We don't know. And today, on August 29th, on YouTube, the Capital FM releases a video where Camila is the challenge, finish the lyrics of, and it's the song Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. So I love how this video was clearly filmed like a couple months ago when Camila was promoting her album and stuff. But Capital FM saw how much everyone is talking about this love triangle, and he was like, I'm gonna be messy, I'm gonna get some views, and I'm gonna post that. So funny. Get your bag, I guess. And you know what? I am so... Ooh. Because of the date, it sounds bad what I'm about to say, but I'm so excited for the VMAs that unfortunately happened to be on September 11th of this year. But why I'm excited to see the VMAs, more specifically, the performances in the VMAs, because not only Shawn, Camila, and Sabrina will confirmed attend that they will attend the VMAs, but the three of them, separately of course, will perform. It's so hilarious. Oh my, like the timing, what are the chances, what are the odds? And Sabrina will clearly sing Taste, because it's her newest single, and maybe she'll do a little mashup of like Espresso, Please Please Please, and Taste. And Camila and Shawn will be in the room seeing her perform this song that's clearly about them. And Camila will probably perform like I Love It and maybe June Gloom, but because she's promoting it a lot these days, which is messy because Sabrina and Shawn will be in the room seeing her perform this song, where Camila is like, if she's so amazing, then why are you in this side of town? And Shawn will probably release the song Why, where he says that he's like, why is he still so obsessed about his ex? All this, wait, I'm gonna read the lyrics. All of this like fantasies that he has in his head about his ex, all of that, knowing that he had these fantasies during like his relationship-ish with Sabrina, like crazy visions of her naked in my head, but I went off and chose myself instead, when Sabrina and Camila will be seen together in crazy. And on that note, I hope none of y'all will spread any hate towards Camila or Sabrina, just on Shawn, because he's the one who handled this really poorly. I'm tired of putting woman against woman. I'm really glad that it's not a like whole drama and mess of like Olivia, Joshua, and Sabrina, like that she's not receiving death threats and stuff, because nobody, I feel like the internet cares, but maybe it's because of the whole Olivia thing, but the internet seems to have learned that it's not good to send death threats to anyone, because I've seen no one hate the woman during this love triangle. They're only hating Shawn, as they should. So on that note, I hope you liked my little debunk of these three peoples. I hope you have a beautiful night of sleep, even though you've probably drank your espresso. I hope that you'll never get in a love triangle, but I do hope that you get yourself a man who's as obsessed to you as Shawn is to Camila. And I am excited to watch the VMAs, I guess, and watch them all perform. It will be so fun. Overall, it's just funny. On that note, I hope you have a beautiful night of sleep. I love you. Take care. Au revoir.